Ah, there it is.
Oh, mission statements. Do or do not, there is no try.
Yoda.
Gwen was so great
What?
on Saturday.
Oh, Gwen? Yeah. A good looking mom.
She's looking the part now.
Looking
She's
good, eh?
looking the part. Basketball, good size. Not necessarily. You might, depending on your learning style.
I don't want to. I really don't. I'm good. I can see from here and I have to type.
April's gonna hide behind the screen.
Oh, yeah. I need mine too.
Huh? Do you have one of these?
If she's gonna type over there, then I need mine.
No, I'll get to that in a minute. Don't worry about it. I thought it might be handy for you to have.
Sure, sure.
Is that it? We're not waiting on anyone?
No.
The whole, sorry, the 2:55 get out time really affects the 3 o'clock start time, so I don't really know, like, we'll just start when everybody gets here. I promise I'll always try to do that, but don't feel like you gotta like sweat to run in here and be here by 3, because you don't get to class till 2:55 now, so Chris nobody said anything. You know what I mean? Is that, I mean, 2:45 was hard. Not for Scott, but.
Always sorry.
Well,
I just make
that's
it
the
look,
girl.
I just make it look easy.
It's the girl factor. Friday morning, I wanted to say, Friday morning parent workshop, you know, on that master schedule that you get from STAR that looks awesome and fabulous, and that we, Friday morning, I thought it was awesome because, why? Why did I think it was awesome?
Because we showed up to work.
Yeah. 'cause
It's
we
not
were there.
just meaning we were there, but when we show up to work, we show up to work.
Right, we started knowing that a clinical, I'll talk about that in a second, and program might or might not be ready to go. And I appreciate everybody being there. It wasn't, you know, I don't care if it's like 8:40, but it's not after 9. And everybody really doesn't start doing their thing until we initiate. And that's something that, it goes a bit against human nature. We tend to follow in line with everybody else in that, but we got to start off, and I thought it was like, we set the tone, and it wasn't anything fancy, but we just did it, and we got going. And then everybody else fell in. And otherwise, I think we could have been sitting down there at 9:10, like, you know, just hanging out and frustrated because as teachers and educators, we started everything according to a schedule and on time. Now, in relation to clinical and program, it's not really as necessary for them to do that. I think it's more impactful for us. Our time is more intense during the day. You're here from here to here. Your minutes with the kids are like, you're face to face all the time, whereas clinical is spread out. They're on call, they're here periodically at random times, getting calls, and all that. So I really think it is I really feel, unless you convince me differently, that it is our place to do that. And without that backbone that we did, that we did then, I think that day, honestly, I don't want to be negative about anything else, but without us setting the tone that day, I think that day doesn't go nearly as well as it did.
Do you remember when we, that's you, I think, when we would do surveys, end of conference surveys? Do you
Yeah.
remember when we did that?
I know why they stopped doing surveys.
Because the academics all marks off the chart.
That's why we stopped doing surveys.
And the other parts of it
Yeah,
were
We look too good.
all over the place.
We look too good.
We were
It's
always.
really the structure, it's the consistency,
Yes.
it's setting the tone. We're academic, the academic professionalism sets the tone, and that's what we're here for. We're helping set that professionalism, being in time, planning ahead, being prepared,
Organized.
communication, organization, and that's us. So we just do what we do.
more hats off to those of you that do that, because I think the environment that we're in constantly pulls us to not do that.
I'm gonna throw the line back in the stream and yank back on that big trout.
Yeah.
Dusty, see the fishing in here, we're fishing. And honestly, the setting the tone on Friday sets the tone for what happens after lunch, which was very positive and structured, which then sets the tone for academics to hold the majority of the weight of the Kootenai River Run, honestly, to our department.
Right.
We were carrying the three-legged stool during the so it just rolled from Friday, and we picked it back up on Saturday morning with you and I and Meadow, and honestly the greater number of in numbers for the department there to support.
I was floored Saturday.
And then we got the race. We got Dwayne at the race. We got Deborah's at the race. We're at the race. Like in this room, okay.
Hey, I was doing ACT.
I know you were. Okay, I know you were. I'm just saying, where were you? Where were you? You'll have to be here next year. You're done. You're done. No, I'm just looking that we had the presence. That's great. And,
You and I, we got 2 blue ribbons.
We got what?
you got 2 blue ribbons for the dog and
Blue
pony show.
ribbons.
For the dog and pony show. For the
In our
dog and
age
pony show.
groups. At the race. Woo!
I beat him
Pat on the
by
back.
1 over.
Pat Deborah on the
I
back.
got one too.
She got a blue ribbon.
You got a blue ribbon.
You are expected to.
Come on. No,
Was
right.
that
why
that
she
you were
works.
And I got a ribbon for cleaning up the back. I was last.
That's amazing.
Yeah, you were sweeper. Blue ribbon for sweeping.
We got 3 That's amazing.
Everybody got a blue ribbon.
A blue ribbon. A blue ribbon.
Dwayne got a blue ribbon
Dwayne got a blue ribbon.
for social. He carried the social aspect.
You did. You did.
I think his dog's carrying the social aspect.
Well, three personalities right there.
I like it.
So, kids got the pet.
We should work weekends
Thanks.
all the time.
Again, we should always work Saturday mornings after a parent workshop.
We always should work weekends, man. It's so awesome.
Let's not,
Ever like that, we
Let me
got
know.
comment in this room.
let me not get into that. I'm gonna throw a bunch of paper at you today. I'm gonna try not to
Imagine
do
if we
that.
worked nights and weekends, how great this place would be.
We
What
would
do
be
you
so
think?
awesome.
I mean, we got it down there today. Nights and weekends, watch out, don't write any of that, please. April?
I said
Filter.
Scott
John wants to
volunteered.
work every Saturday
He
morning.
volunteered.
Filter.
You're
I haven't
you're
said
getting daggers
anything
right now.
except for
That's
how
April's fault.
amazing the academic team is. I haven't mentioned anybody else in notes, so we're good.
Wow. See, it's in print now.
I know how to filter.
I found our mission printed off the website. I hope it's the current one. I don't know. I assume it is. Northwest Academy creates opportunities for struggling teens to preserve.
We don't want to use the word
pursue-
struggling.
We
pursue
don't use struggling teams.
true maturity and success.
It's Northwest
There.
Academy.
We didn't even get through it. We didn't even get through it.
To pursue maturity.
Somebody get a UA over here?
What did you have?
Coffee.
It's dark.
There, I don't, it doesn't really matter if this is current, but the overall mission for our school should be different than the mission for the department. And so, I don't know if you've been through mission statements meetings before. I don't want to spend a lot of time on it, but I think we need a mission statement. And it's there, and everybody put their input into it. So, I put a couple of examples, and there's a place down here for yours. I know that Julie emailed me one, April did also, and I would just like to collect them, and then we'll revisit one more time. We'll come up with one together, and we'll have it posted. It'll be around. It'll be something we're all vested in, and it's done.
What if we like one of these?
Great. I was thinking, remember these? I passed these out last time. I'm not going to pass them out again because I think it's over the top. But you all contributed your vision, and you all have a different idea of what that meant. We're gonna use that again later for something else because it's way more useful than for the vision, or for the mission statement, I should say. So if you would take a couple minutes, talk amongst yourselves, say anything out loud that you think contributes to our academic vision statement, and just put it down there, write it in, or you can email it to me, whichever you want.
Scott gave me a look, so I stuck my tongue out. I'm sorry.
I'm the only one awake in this room.
Yeah. He's picking on you, Meadow. You have to take that.
I don't think I'm the only one he's picking on. Yeah,
So either of those two, Deborah, yeah, it's fine.
Cheating.
Or you guys can look at all the stuff that you sent me and get an idea from that.
I know.
And it doesn't have to be over the top.
Were you around for the first mission statement?
We were
I
around,
don't think so.
What, 2 paragraphs long or something?
yeah.
I think,
You make it into 7 words.
yeah.
Is this just for academics?
Academics, yeah. Absolutely. I think it's part of us being together, us being the backbone, us being the functional ones, us being the ones that drive, fair or not, that drive everything else, that structure it. And so having it out there for us, and then representing that's
Where-
a piece that we can put there and it's done. No, 2 paragraphs, all that stuff, I mean, 1 sentence,
Where are these two from?
random schools that I Googled.
The second one is way too wordy, man. I like the first one.
I like the first one. I don't like the word exists. Does something exist to serve?
Exists.
Diverse education.
And the first one, the emphasis is emphasizing the educational parts, not academic, physical, social.
Northwest Academy serves the unique academic, physical, social, and emotional needs of students.
There was never.
That's a bit long. Yeah, I think that's too oversweeping.
Plus, I think we are more adolescents too.
Yeah.
Yeah, from childhood to adolescence,
Yeah.
is more concise.
Mission of
Providing
Northwest.
students an opportunity to achieve academic success through continued IPs.
Multiple interruptions.
I like this.
Multiple interruptions
And
and an
student
endless supply of,
Valiant.
I don't know. I'm having fun. We're not having fun. We're not having fun, get out of here.
I would.
Get up.
Do we need to say the mission of, couldn't we say Northwest Academy provides each student a diverse education in a safe, supportive environment?
Well, is this for the academic team?
Yeah, that's what we're not
Yeah.
trying to do.
For us.
No, I know. So what if we put the academic team of Northwest Academy? Or
Or
something,
academic department. or
academic, something academic so that,
I like
Changing
that.
my language.
The academic
Echo.
team provides, the
Each
academic
student.
department provides each student a
I'm gonna email
diverse
you mine, okay?
education in a
I
safe.
need more time to brainstorm.
Cult discipline.
Key terms.
Should we throw in more executive functioning ones?
Deborah wants to make it long, don't let her.
yeah.
No, I don't want a long.
I prefer,
Words.
I
Take
prefer
out
to have
some-
something from you
I don't
before
think-
we leave.
That's why it
Self-discipline,
says diverse,
promotes
So you don't have to think
organizational
about it.
skills.
Okay.
We send kids.
diverse
to school.
education.
And